Okay, my Ram 1500 single cab, two-wheel drive, V6. Yes, I did say V6. Everybody's gonna freak out. Why do you have a V6? It's so gay. Okay, guys, I really don't care. I've had many V8s. I've had about 10 pickups, 5 sports cars. A V6 is fine, okay? I don't need a V8 currently. A V6 is saving me money. It's actually very quick for a V6, this Ram 1500. I timed the 0 to 60 and it was like 6.5 to 7 seconds to 0 to 60. So not bad. But like I was saying, two-wheel drive. I live in Arizona. I have not once ever needed four-wheel drive. So that automatically saves me a ton of money. Actually, a lot of people don't realize this, but two-wheel drive pickups have a lot less maintenance and are less likely to break down than four-wheel drive. So it's actually an advantage if you can, purchase a two-wheel drive and not need the four-wheel drive. A few different things that I did on this thing. Well, I actually did a lot of things on this. So this came stock, lots of chrome. It was lower than this. I put a little lift on this. Basically just, looked as stock as you can get from the dealership. But before I get into all that, I want to explain to you guys why I got this pickup and how I'm actually really happy I have it. I'm probably not going to keep it for a long time, but it is a really, really nice purchase in my opinion. So here's why I got this pickup. I needed a brand new pickup to get approved, for my trade-in, because I had so much negative equity from all my last. I was stupid when I was younger. I bought a bunch of vehicles, but anyway, I had a bunch of negative equity. And I basically needed something new to where they could justify putting all that equity onto the new loan, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So I had to get something new, but that means that I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money, and I'm actually trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to save a ton of money, but I also needed a pickup because I have a tile business, so I need to put all my tiles and the tools in the back there. So I needed something new. I needed something very affordable. I needed a truck, and I needed, there was one other thing that I needed, absolutely needed. Oh, and I wanted my insurance to go down, so I got a smaller engine. And literally everything came down to this truck. And here's the awesome part about it. I got this thing brand new with 11 miles on it for $23,000. So talk about a good deal. I think that was a great deal. So I'm saving a lot of money now because we are very close to getting a house, starting a family. But I also wanted something that looked cool because I always like driving something that looks somewhat decent, Also, I'm a very tall guy. I'm like 6'3", so I can't be, driving around, I don't know, those little pickups. I want something relatively big, even though this isn't that big. But anyway, so now that I explained that to you guys, let's go into what I all did to this truck, okay? So basically this is a tradesman. So it's like, on the trim level, it's like you're getting the bottom of the barrel. Okay, it does suck, but I did some things to it to where it doesn't look like that, I put in LED headlights. I took the grill out. I debadged everything. Put this line on here, which I think looks really cool. Sets it off really nice. Installed these fender flares. Had them, obviously color match the truck. I put this tonneau cover on. Replaced that third LED brake light, which by the way leaked. It was a recon, and yeah, it rained here in Arizona in the winter and it leaked into my cab. So what I had to do is pull it out, and I put some weather stripping behind there, and that fixed it. So that was a little bit of a pain, but I got it fixed. And then I bought these blacked out headlights. These are a little bit cheap because every time I get out of the car wash, they get steam inside of them. So that's kind of a little bit annoying. So I need to fix that, but I just haven't gotten to it. They don't do it now that it's hot here in the summer in Arizona, but in the winter when I get car washes, they do it. What else? I put LED lights for the license plate. I put LED bulbs in there. So originally I'd bought a blacked out exhaust tip, right? Well, I drove this thing, I hammered this thing all the way to Las Vegas with my buddy because we were trying to make good time, and it was hot. You know, I was going really fast and basically putting a lot of strain on the engine. So this thing got really hot. Well, long story short, the paint peeled off and it was like brand new, the tip. So I was like, well, dang it. So what I did is I went to an auto parts store and I bought some engine exhaust paint and I painted it, and it has stayed on real nicely. I put like 5 layers on there. Okay, let's get to the rims and tires. So these I absolutely love, except one thing, but I'll get into that. So these are 22 by 12 XF-Offroad. I believe XF-112. I can't remember the number, but they're XF-Offroads, 22 by 12s. I know that much. And then the tires are 35 by 12.5s. They look pretty mean. I remember when I saw these rims on Instagram, I was like, I have to get those. Like, those look so sick. And I love them. The only thing is they are so hard to clean. Oh man, they're a pain. But well worth it. Oh yeah, by the way, these tires, I don't know if it's the rims or tires, I'm pretty sure it's the tires, but they don't balance, and I've heard that these are amps. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention what tires these were, I just said the size, but these are amp all-terrains, okay? And let me tell you guys, don't even waste your money on them. I had them rebalanced multiple times by great shops. Even the guy that sold them to me from Missouri, I believe, he had them mounted and balanced, and then I did it a couple more times here in Arizona, and when I go any speed above 60, my whole truck shakes so bad, like so bad that I want to get rid of them. And some guys, I've messaged some guys and they don't have issues with them, but others do, so I don't know if it's maybe the rims have a little bit, you know, because these are brand new rims, so they could play a little bit of part in it, but I'm thinking it's the tires. Regardless, that does kind of suck because I did spend, you know, a fair amount of money on them, and it's kind of miserable to drive on highway when you're, you know, going 75, 80 and your truck's just wobbling. I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels a little bit like death wobble, just not as bad as that, you know, but anyway, I won't get too caught up on that. I tinted the back window here. I do want to tint these darker. This is not dark enough for Arizona. The sun still gets in there pretty good, and it just doesn't look that dark, so I want to go darker on that for sure. Replace this. Ram came with a huge antenna that was like chrome, and it went really high. It looked so dumb. That was like one of the first things I got rid of, and then I put this on. I love this thing. I think it looks cool. And that, I believe, is everything. Now I'm going to start it up because I straight pipe this thing. So I would say for any V6 truck, this probably sounds the best. I've had a couple EcoBoosts, and I by far like the sound of this one better. So let me go start it up, all right? Okay, my camera overheated and it shut off, but also I was going to tell you guys I put a 4-inch rough country lift in this pickup. So that was the last mod, And then I think that was pretty much it. So I wanted to add that in. My apologies. And while we're at it, we might as well show you the LED license plate bulbs here. So there it is, guys.